Okay.
We're going to go and play a clip of Freddie in just a moment right now. I think, yeah, it's ready. We're going to play, this is Freddie in action. And, of course, for all you callers out there, if you want to know more about Freddie, get calling because we're going to be giving away 3 press packs here, including his album, Beyond Comprehension. And here's a clip of Freddie in action right now.
All right. Are you ready to cut those hands? Everybody, come on.
Watch the rest of that clip. We're going to watch the rest of that clip at the very end of the show. So if you want to see the whole thing, you got to keep watching to find out more about Freddie Lee on stage. Now, let's go back to you. You were telling me about children, your nephew. You're putting him into a school. You know the situation in London right now. How important is it? Because I want to make a quote when Michael Jackson said that the problem, see if you agree, the problem with the youth nowadays who are on the street, they don't sit and have dinner with their parents anymore.
That's true.
Don't sit around one table.
Right.
That's one thing at home that my family have taught me, is that every time we eat, or as much often, all 4 of us are there. Me, sister, mum, dad. Yeah. And it is very, very important. How important is it, family influences on the young people growing up today?
Family influence, I believe, play a very, very big part of it. And we find today a lot of, when you look at the age difference in terms of people having families and children nowadays, we used to have what we call a nuclear family, which pretty much don't even exist. And what I mean, having a mother and a father and the kids, nowadays you have the standard idea of a family. But now we have single-parent families. And it's difficult for 2 parents to raise a child opposed to just 1. And you'll find that a lot of these kids come from broken homes. And a lot of times they're reaching out for that person who's missing, may it be a mother, may it be the father, and they turn to other people maybe on the streets. I'm talking from experience, and something somebody told me, because my father left home when I was maybe 3 years old.
How does that affect you? Because a lot of these people will say, you know, dads who walk out on families, young boys especially.
I was bitter. I was angry. But then I had a strong mother and grandmother who say, you know, regardless of whatever, and they can only do the best that they can to teach me how to become a good man from their own perspective. And in saying that, try to grab and take hold of all the wonderful things that make us better people. But then, like we say, peer pressure has a way, pressure burst pipes. No matter how strong or great we may be, but if you continue to hang around all the wrong elements, eventually you'll go in the wrong direction. I think a lot of these young men and women are turning to all the wrong things to get help, rather than, you know, afraid to talk to mommy, afraid to talk to their dads, when those are the people they should speak to, rather than taking matters into their own hands, you know. And I think when we're a certain age, some people feel like, you know, they know it all at 17, 18.
Exactly. Or they want to act that way.
You know, I know this and I know that. Oh, it's not the way it used to be. It's not that. I'm like, nothing new under the sun. And a lot of them got to realize that their parents were 16, 17, and 18. Experience might be slightly different, but we all have our
I mean, it is hard. I mean, I'm only 24, but I'm seeing the way I used to act when I was 17, and the way the younger generation acting, it is different, but it doesn't mean it's not new and that it can't be controlled and handled. Things can be done. We want to know from you guys out there, how are we going to keep the young people entertained this summer? Can we do anything to keep them off the streets? Is there, I mean, Freddie has sent his nephew to a theatre school down the road, and that is amazing. Because is he enjoying himself there?
He's loving it. Actually, they had their first play. It was tribute to Michael Jackson.
Aww.
And it was a thriller play, and you had at least 25 to 30 kids, and it was absolutely awesome. And I couldn't believe this. That's my nephew. I didn't know he could do this. I didn't know he could do that. And he was really enjoying himself. And when it came to the end of the show, what really got, oh, I'm about to start crying. Yeah. It was so touching to see the kids in the amount of 2 weeks, the bond that they had made.
Absolutely.
And the friendships that they, and he's from Florida, never met half of these kids, and they were all crying.
See, that is what we need to see. We need to see that bond in more.
Bond.
Freddie, tell me a little bit more about you. We're going to go, I'm going to talk about another topic in just a moment.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about you. What is happening in the next few weeks, months? Where can we see Freddie? What is Freddie doing?
And the next, actually on Sunday, Saturday the 18th, I will be performing in Barnett.
Oh.
At St. John Baptist Church,
Okay.
probably one of the oldest churches in Barnett. And I'm working there, and I'm doing the show up in Bolton. Actually, you may not believe it or not, but in the G Casino.
Wow.
I get around.
Well, you know my mom's going to love she loves casinos.
I mean, I get around. Wherever they place me, my agents take me.
A performance is a performance. I'm not going to get you to sing a little bit of a cappella in just a moment for me. So I'm going to give you time to prepare yourself for that, because we've got Michael